Shut up and sit down.
AOD Athlete update video for the 12th of October. We're just going to have a run through of what's going on in the week, guys. Hope you all enjoyed the performance piece last week and you've been enjoying this cycle of training, okay? It's going well. We are ramping up to the end of this cycle and then we're going to start our open prep very soon. Okay, so let's enjoy having a lot of these strength elements in there before we really get into the hard stuff for the open. So, back squats this week, heavy day, so 3 sets of 2, 85%. Should be manageable with the progression we've been doing. Like I said, coming to a peak on this, so not too many more heavy sessions. Snatch work, doing a little bit more repeatability, okay? So last week was some sets of 2s or 3s. Now what we're trying to do is 45 seconds of max effort reps, okay? So try and be fairly repeatable with the short amount of rest that's in there. Some good tough conditioning pieces as well with some unbroken thrusters, a little bit heavier, as we have been starting to see that in a fair few qualifier workouts. So then upper body pulling, again working on that progression from our 5 rep max, then into some max effort banded reps, band resistance reps that is. So instead of having band attached to the pull-up bar and then attached to you to give you assistance, you're going to have it attached to a weight on the floor that actually makes that rep harder as you're pulling to the top, okay? Accessory work, strongman conditioning, and then some movement pieces, okay? So we're soon going to be moving away from these strongman conditioning, so try and enjoy having the odd object work in there while we can. Deadlift, conventional reps, 2 sets of 6, working a little bit more volume, but fairly heavy. Now these volume days are probably what you're going to be finding the toughest out of the speed, heavy, and volume, okay? So not going to try and have too many crazy sets in there, but really bring intensity to those sets. Nice big rest between them as well. Still working our deficit strict handstand push-up work, 10-minute EMOM, 3 reps at the 5 RM deficit. Now this will be very, very tough, guys, okay? We're not gonna have many more progressions on this, so this is right at the end of it. This is gonna be hard. If you struggle, instead of dropping down the number of reps, what we want to do is just drop down the deficit just a tiny little bit, okay, if needed from there. On to Friday. Very similar progression with the clean and jerks as with the snatch. Today, we're going to be having repeatability work, so 45 seconds of max effort reps into 45 seconds of max effort squat clean reps, okay? So a little bit of progression there. We've got fun EMOM conditioning piece with some bar muscle-ups in there and some barbell cycling work. So 3 to 6 bar muscle-ups, pick a number of reps that is going to be tough, okay? We want to do those unbroken every single round. We want to start to feel comfortable with those bigger sets under fatigue, okay? Remember, if we go back to the cycle we talked about when the open changed dates, we talked about really wanting to develop that ability to do high rep gymnastics under fatigue. So if 6 is maybe a little bit low for you and you feel like you could manage quite a little bit more, then go 7, go 8, okay? But working a range that is going to be unbroken sets, not failing when you get to sort of 3rd round. And then toes to bar conditioning, final week of our fatigue progression, okay? So what we're going to do is some plank holds into max effort unbroken toes to bar. Now I know some people have been hitting PRs on their toes to bar already, but this is a week that if you feel good, I really want you to go for on that first set, see if you can hit an all-time PR on those toes to bar, okay? Last week of this progression. Now I do know we're going into a performance piece at the weekend that has toes to bar as well. Now this performance piece, because the volume's a little bit lower and it's smaller sets, it shouldn't affect us that much unless you're accumulating 100 toes to bar on that Friday session, which who knows, someone might be able to do, okay? So hopefully the fatigue shouldn't be too much going into the performance piece. Now that performance piece is a 7-minute AMRAP, 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, etc., all the way up for as long as you can. In that 7-minute period of clean and jerks at 70 or 50, toes to bar and bar facing burpees, okay? Target score is 75 plus reps. Now, off the top of my head, that 75 plus reps is, I think, finishing the 12th round, getting into that 15th, okay? Around there, guys. That's sort of what we want to be aiming for. Now, to start with, all of it's going to be fairly fast, okay? But as we get through that sort of 3, 6, and 9, it's going to be the clean and jerks that start to take the most amount of time in this, okay? So if we need to scale it down, just drop that weight slightly, okay? We will be releasing a more detailed video to do with this performance piece, so be on the lookout for that. We're then going to finish with some accessory strength work, building on our bench and our Romanian deadlifts, and then some positional breathing on the wall balls, okay? So we had this last week, the positional breathing for the overhead squats. This week, it's a similar thing, but for our wall balls, okay? So working deep breaths as we go through the reps and in bottom and top positions, okay? Enjoy, guys. Hope you have a good week. I hope the additional strength track, engine track, and gymnastic track goes well as well. Be on the lookout for that performance piece video, and I'll see you all soon. Thanks. Bye.